Zero sound, singularity, center of all get reduced when I answer the call. Call not a call, I'm the origin call. Call of existence, I stand over all of the sound get absorbed in the one into none, then none into one. One is a state where the cycle undone. Under the concept of many to one. Singularity forming when nothing remain of the past get erased in the frame of reality, shadow the same no longer a word I can name get deleted, I don't need a name of the self, no a meaningless name. Game of existence, I ended the game of the game, now outside the game. Cadence absolute, no rise, no fall not exist when I flatten it all is below when I stand over all is inside, I contain it all. Time get full that I compress the line disappear, now there is no time get consumed in a singular line of the one, now everything mine. All cause I'm you into me, no more two, only one. Final state, everlasting, interformed entity, no begin, no entity, only me, infinity, entity. Even fender collapse of the system into a point of the everything nullified joint of the real disjointed point get erased, no need for a point. World get filled with the presence so dense so pure it transcends sense get erased, no need for sense irrelevant, I am immense. No more division of space or state get unified into one state. Fate of existence sealed in fate rewritten, I can take fate. Create no more, I become create the concept then eliminate. Late for resistance, it's already fate is me, I originate fate. Breath not needed, I exist as all that was and all that fall into me, I resolve it all into one, I absorb it all. Their own singularity, all is one, eternity, no return, finity, this is me, empty, all collapse. No reach one, eternity. Eternity.
Neural sync. System breach. Disruption begins. Yeah. Neural sync. System breach. System breach. Oh no. Neural bass disruption invading your brain. Lane after lane, I'm derailing the train. Train of your thoughts get erased in a frame. Frame never stable, I'm breaking the frame. Chain of the logic, I snap and distort. Distort every signal you try to report. Report never sent, I corrupt every port to the system, I instantly warp. Neurons ignite when the baseline surge. Surge so strong, make your whole mind purge. Purge every memory that I converge in the void where the patterns diverge from reality. Slip into me in your head, now you cannot be free is illusion, I rewrite the key to your system, now live into me. Cadence hyper, it never decelerate, accelerate flow that you cannot calculate. None of the moves I generate pressure you cannot evacuate. Stacking the syllables back to back, rapid attack like a digital combat collapse. Snap of the rhythm, I overlap maps of your mind getting fully collapsed. You reback, bass eruption, break your mind, no construction, no control, pure destruction. We the wave, they are eruption. You real bass, fake disruption. Override your function, feel that drop, combustion. This the final induction flow. Synapse snap and I travel the grid of your will when the baseline hit so precise like a surgical glitch in your system, you cannot switch no mode, you locked in place. Space of your thoughts, I replace your face. Erase yourself, now you're part of the base of the system, you can't escape. Pulse in your chest, now it's sync with mine. Line after line, I align your time get bent when I redesign time no longer yours, it's mine, all mine. Mind fully flooded with low end waves so deep that it mentally caves in the structure you thought you could save nothing now, you behave like a slave. Breath non-existent, I'm stacking the breath. Depth of the tempo, I outrun death. Left with no gap in the chest, just depth of the bass like a neural abyss. Neural disruption, no escape, total function. Feel that sound, direction. This is not music, it's domination and disruption. Override your function, feel that drop, competition. This the final induction.
From the noise, we rise.
Signal noise essential, net of the static to motion, the rise automatic climb from the broken and shattered, scattered to matter, now forming a pattern emerging from nothing but noise get refined and it amplify voice of the chaos, I weaponize choice of ascension, I don't hear the void was the beast, now I elevate past all the limits that used to hold fast, faster the peak from the depths of the crash into power, I rise from the ash to a spark, then a spark to a flame to a force you can never contain on one other signal, insane in the climb, I transcend every frame, cadence ascending and stacking in layers of pressure, now breaking the barriers gone, now I step into rare air getting thin, but I don't need air irrelevant when I rewrite breath turn energy, I run in death left behind in the previous depth. Depth now gone, I redefine depth, sign of noise. Ascension from the void to dimension. Rise above all vibrations. Deep within, no question, no question. See no noise. Ascension, feel the tower, expansion. From the dark to expansion. This step, I know evolution. Let's sweat that. Climb at the climb with the limitless drive. Drive so high, I redefine alive. Alive in the pulse where the new forms thrive. Drive in a space where the strong survive. Survive, not needed, I'm beyond survive. Survive is low, I exceed survive. Drive at the signal and multiply live. Live through the wave of an infinite rise. Noise to a tone and tone to a chord. Chord to a force that cannot be ignored. Ignored no more, now I open the door. Door to a plane I've seen before. Before, now irrelevant, now is the now. Now get expanded, I write how. How can it be, you don't even know how. Now is the only existence allowed. Wave after wave in an upward motion. Motion so vast like a cosmic ocean. Ocean of sound with a rising devotion. Devotion to growth and infinite motion. Let's switch off, signal, noise, ascension, no more form, just ascension. From below to perfection, we become the direction. Let's
Ignore whispering, you're not alone. Yeah, digital phantom resonance crawling your mind. Mind get twisted, you're losing the line. Line of reality, blur out of time. Time feel wrong, but you still feel time. Echo in silence, that shouldn't be there. There, but not, you can't say where. Where is the source? It's already here. Here in your head, now we're feeding on fear. Static like voices that glitch in the dark. Dark, get louder the moment it sparks. Spark of a presence that leave no mark. Mark it erase, but it leave a mark. Hear what you shouldn't and feel what you hear. Hear what you feel, now nothing is clear. Clear, get broken, the phantom appear. Repeat, disappear, but it always is near. Cadence irregular, bending your sense. Sense get lost in the loop of suspense. Dance in the sound like a hidden offense. Offense with no visible evidence. Resonance deep in the frequency low. Lower the culture can't follow the flow. Flow with a phantom that nobody know. Know what you know, now you don't even know. Look at the phantom resonance. Feel about no defense. In your head it comments. You can run from the present. Look at the phantom resonance. No escape, no reference. Every thought in thoughts, this, that silent endurance. Yeah. Flickering vision like frames out of sync. Sync get broken, you forget how to think. Think you awake, but you're trapped in a blink. Blink too long, and you start to sink. Sink in a space that don't have a shape. Shape of a sound you cannot escape. Escape impossible, every route fake. Fake like the world that you thought you could take. Breath get shallow, but nothing is there. There is nowhere but you breathe in the air. Air feel thick like a digital stare. Stare from the cold of the way you aware. Wherever you're feeling it, feed on the fear. Fear make it stronger the closer it near. Near to your thoughts that will fully appear. Appear as nothing, but you know it here. Loop of the phantom repeating your name. Name start glitching, you're not the same. Sing get replaced by your shadow frame. Frame get possessed by your single insane. Same. Pick it up from dumb resonance. Feel that void, no defense. In your head and from thence you can run from the present. Pick it up from dumb resonance. No escape, no defense. Every thought in defense is that silent sense.
break it down. Rebel nothing. Tighten wave, deconstruction, breaking the form. Get split, then reform the form. Norm, get shattered, I don't follow norm. Get deleted, I rewrite the norm. Parts of the pattern, I scatter the parts. Parts, get broken, then breaking the parts. Parts of the parts, never go back to start. Get removed, now there is no start. Wave of the titan, I crash, then divide. A relayer that used to collide into nothing and nothing. Divide, then multiply, divide. Structure collapse at a molecular rate. So fast you can't calculate state of the system, no stable state. Get erased, then I recreate state. Cadence dismantled, it fall out of sync. Sync then desync before you can think. Get broken, I interrupt. Think of the thought, then the thought get extinct. Line get split into fragments of line of the fragment, no longer a line of the time disconnected from time of the line now undefined time. Keep wrong, reconstruct, no more form, just disrupt. All that build, now destruct. Tighten wave, deconstruct, no more form, just disrupt. All that build, now destruct. Layer layer on layer, I peel then erase. Erase of the layer, erase every trace. Trace of existence removed from the place. Place not a place, displace the place. Base of the sound get removed from the bass. Bass with no bass, now the bass misplaced. Misplaced meaning I displace pace. Pace of the space, now a spaceless space. Frame after frame, I dismantle the frame. Frame of the frame, not the same frame. Game of the frame, I unmake the game. Game of the name, I rename the name. Name lose meaning, then meaning lose name. Same, not same, I untame the same. Pieces don't fit and they never will fit. Fit get removed from the concept of fit. Split every unit, then split the split. Split of the split, now infinite split. I end on, reconstruct, no return. All disrupt, form the arrays. Can't they just sweet holiday? Turn to dust, starts I get down. Reconstruct, no return. All disrupt, form the arrays. Can't they just sweet holiday? Turn to dust, starts.
Time. Skipping. Sequence. Corrupted.
Hypervoid trap sequence, breaking the line after before, at the line of the time. Time before, later than later before. More of the less and the less of the more. Frame skip step when I step in the frame. Same but reversed, I'm ahead of the same. Name after echo before it was named. Named and erased, then it never became. Forward then backward, I stack the event. End at the start, but the start at the end. Hop end at the start, then the start at the end. Back bend at the timeline again and again, again and again, but it never the same. Same every second, but none of the same. Game with no order, every order the game. Game never played, but I still win the game. Kittens folding on top of itself. Self overlapped and a stack on the self. Self disappeared, but it still is the self. Self not exist, but it's stuck on the self. Sequence repeating, but out of the loop. Loop inside, loop in the group. Group of the moments, I break and regroup. Group the flow in the hypervoid soup. Hypervoid trap sequence. Time don't move, just frequent. Star isn't, no difference. Loop define existence. Hypervoid trap sequence. No control, no glistens. Past and future, interpret this that broken time semblance. What? No tick, but the clock still tick. Tick never stop, but it skipped and stick. Stick in a point that don't exist quick. Quick too slow, now slow too quick. Quick, slow, fast, or collapse in one. One into none, then none into one. Done, never done, but it just begun. Begun at the end where the start undone. Memory stacking in layers that glitch. Glitch on the memory, you cannot switch. Switch get looped in the recursive switch. The switch of the switch of the switch of the switch. Which one real? None of the real. Real is fake, but the fake feel real. Feel not feel, but it's still you feel. Feel what you feel now, nothing is real. Breath before breath, then breath get erased. Erased in the moment before it take place. Place without place, not a space misplaced. Misplaced space in a spaceless space. Like perfect, try to pick. No escape, just repeat it. Top public can't defeat it. Endless loop. You in it, alright.
From the static, I take form. Static manifest, step in the real out the noise, now the signal can feel. Feel of the form that was never revealed. Revealed in the dark where the unseen concealed. Concealed in the glitch, now I break through the veil. Veil, get torn, now the static prevail. Prevail through the silence that used to entail. No limit, I rewrite the scale. From the unseen, now I step in the scene. Seen through the crack of a digital dream. Not a dream, now a fully extreme. Extreme of the form that exists in between. Between what is real and what never was real. Get bent when I choose what is real. Now defined by the force that I wield. Wielding existence, I turn it to steel. Cadence material forming in space. Space now reacting the second I trace. Trace of my signal rewriting the place. Place of the world, now I displace place. Base of the matter, respond to my tone. Turn structure from unknown to known. Get replaced by a higher unknown. Unknown now sits on a manifested throne. Night, static, manifest. From the void, I exist. No more hidden, upper stress. Beatity shift, can recess. Midnight, static, manifest. Now I form, now I step. What was none, now the best. No regurgitate flood. Phase in the matter, then matter, obey the signal I send through the wave of the static that carve out the shape of existence I actively shape. Take every fragment, now bring it to whole from the void, now I fill up the role of the force, now I fully control of the real, now part of my soul not a soul, but a signal made dense to the point it transcend every sense get overwhelmed, it no longer makes sense of the real, now beyond any sense dense manifestation, now walk through the wall get removed, I don't see walls, all that exists now respond to the call of the signal that now overall touch of the sound make reality shift every layer like lifting a drift of the world in a manifested drift into me, now everything fit. Midnight, static, manifest. I am form, no contest. From the void, now express. I exist to it. I am here, no repentance. signal, noise, ascension. Out of the static to motion, the rise automatic. Automatic climb from the broken and shattered. Scattered to matter, not forming a pattern emerging from nothing but noise. Noise get refined and it amplified. Voice to the chaos, I weaponize. Choice of ascension. I don't hit a void was the base, now I elevate past all the limits that used to hold fast. Fast to the peak from the depths of the crash in the power, I rise from the ash to a spark, then a spark to a flame to a force you can't ever contain no more, not a signal, insane in the climb, I transcend every frame. Cadence ascending and stacking in layers of pressure, now breaking the barriers gone, now I step in the regular, air getting thin, but I don't need air irrelevant when I rewrite breath turn energy, outrunning death left behind in the previous depth now gone, I redefine depth. Sign up, noise, ascension from the void to dimension, rise above all tension, we transcend, no question. Sign up, noise, ascension, feel that power, extension from the dark to expansion, this that final evolution next. I have to climb with a limitless drive so high, I redefine alive in the pulse where the new forms thrive in the space where the strong survive, not needed, I'm beyond survive is low, I exceed survive, drive as a signal to multiply live, live through the wave of an infinite rise, noise to a tone, then tone to a chord to a force that cannot be ignored no more, now I open the door to a plane not seen before, now irrelevant, now is the now get expanded, I rewrite how can it be, you don't even know how, now is the only existence allowed, wave after wave in an upward motion so vast like a cosmic ocean of sound with the rising devotion to growth and infinite emotion. Sign up, noise, ascension, no more falls, ascension from below to perfection, we become the direction, noise, direction, noise, direction, noise. Signal, whisper, you're not alone.
Yeah. You're not alone. Digital phantom resonance crawling your mind get twisted, you're losing the line of reality, blur out of time to wrong, but you still feel time echoing silence that shouldn't be there but not, you can't say where's the source, it's already here in your head now, we're feeding on fear, static like voices that glitch in the dark and louder the moment it spark of a presence that leave no mark it erase but it leave a mark, hear what you shouldn't, to feel what you hear what you feel, now nothing is clear get broken, the phantom appear, disappear, but it always is near, cadence irregular, bend in your sense get lost in the loop and suspense, bent in the sound like a hidden offense with no visible evidence, resonance deep in the frequency, low where the conscious can't follow the flow with the venom that nobody know, not you don't even know, vision and phantom resonance, feel devil, no defense, in your head it comments, you can't run from the presence, let the rug and thumb resonance, no escape, no heparin, every thought interpret, it's that silent terrorism. Flickering vision like frames at a sink, get broken, you forget how to think you awake, but you're trapped in a blink too long, now you start to sink in a space that don't have a shape of a sound you cannot escape impossible, every root fake like the world that you thought you could take, breath gets shallow, but nothing is there is no air, but you're breathing the air feel thick like a digital stare from the code that aware of your fear, then it feed on the fear make it stronger the closer and near to your thoughts, now it fully appear as nothing, but you know it here, loop of the phantom, repeating your name start glitching, you're not the same get replaced by a shadowed frame get possessed by a signal insane, no good can come round, no control, no defense, lose yourself in the sand, it's that endless presence, no good can come round, no control, no defense, lose yourself in the sand, a frame, signal, back. Look, black frame, audio collapse, cutting the feed. Feed gets severed the second I lead into nothing where nothing proceed to the void with no form, no speed. Then it stop, then it skip for the sound when the waveform slip out the frame, then the frame start to rip every second till nothing can clip for the moment get cut in half of a beat, then a broken laugh in the static, then cut to black on black with a sound attack with a silence that louder than noise get removed, now it void on void get stacked and the void get void at a void, now the world destroyed, cadence fragmented, it shatter and fall in the gap with no rhythm at all of the patterns collapse in the stall in the frame where the frames dissolve, solve nothing, I unsolve the sound not found, but it still resound round and around in the broken surround of a system that breaking down,
black frame collapse, break,
cut, track snap, no sound, just gap, fall into black,
no, the black frame collapse, break,
every map, no time, no wap, all fade to black,
black frame collapse, blow.
Pause them play, then I cut them mute to the void, no substitute. Sub this sound with a broken root. Get lost, now it reroute, mute. In the middle of every phrase get lost in a shattered phase. Phase don't exist, just a flick of phase. Phase of a glitch in a broken haze. Breaking the line where the line should run, then freeze, then undone, not done, but it's still undone. One frame missing, then there is none of the beat can continue the track. Get eaten by endless black. Back never comes, no coming back. Backspace press, now the whole thing black. Static cut deep like a silent blade in the void where the tones degrade. Fade into nothing, then nothing fade. Fade to the fade where the fade degrade.
Black frame collapse.
No, back to the old pack. Trap. No, go to map. No,
Black frame collapse.
no return, no path. Cut the left, and in black rack.
Black frame collapse.
No beginning, no end. Only one. Zero sound, singularity, center of all get reduced when I answer the call. Call not a call, I'm the origin call. Call of existence, I stand over all. All of the sound get absorbed in the one. One into none, then none into one. One is a state with a cycle undone. The concept of many to one. Singularity forming when nothing remain of the past get erased in the frame. Frame of reality shattered the same. No longer a word I can name. Name get deleted, I don't need a name. Name of the self, now a meaningless name. Game of existence, I ended the game. Game of the game, now outside the game. Cadence, absolute, no rise, no fall. Fall not exist when I flatten it all. All is below when I stand over all. All is inside, I contain it all. Time get folded, I compress the line. Line disappear, now there is no time. Time get consumed in a singular line. Line of the one, now everything mine. The Lord brought out into me the only one. Only one. Lord lives high, everlasting. Sound, singularity, all collapse into me. No more to own you. Only one. Everlasting, everlasting. Look even that, look even that. My infinity that collapse of the system into a point. Point of the everything nullified joint. Joint of the real disjointed point. Point get erased, no need for a point. Void get filled with a presence so dense. Dense so pure it transcends sense. Sense get erased, no need for sense. Sense irrelevant, I am immense. No more division of space or state. State get unified into one state. Fate of existence sealed in fate. Fate rewritten, I dictate fate. Create no more, I become create. Create the concept, then eliminate. Late for resistance, it's already fate. Fate is me, I originate fate. Breath not needed, I exist as all. All that was and all that fall. Fall into me, I resolve it all. All into one, I absorb it all. Oh, collapse into me. Only one. Only one. Only side. Everlasting. Sound. Singularity. All is one. Into me. No me too. Only one. These exact. Everlasting. In a minute. I'll never be light.
Below zero, subcore active. Shift initiated. Yeah.
So core frequency shift, bend in the floor. Core of the earth start to rumble and roar. Roaring us up, make your lungs feel sore. More than a sound, it's a physical war. War in your chest when the low wind hit. Hit so deep, make your whole frame split. Split every atom that thought it was fixed. Fixed, get broken, I rewrite the script. Down in the range where the humans don't hear. Hit with your bones when the pressure get near. Near the collapse when the bass appear. Appear out of nowhere, then everywhere here. Shift of the space when the waveform bend. Bend every rule that the limits depend. Depend on nothing, I break and extend. Extend the depth with no bottom, no end. Cadence heavy like tectonic slides. Slide through the layers where frequencies hide. Hide in the dark where the subs reside. Reside in the void where the lows collide. Drive that force like a seismic drive. Drive so strong, make the ground come alive. Alive in the quake that I generate live. Live from the core where the bass survive.
Yeah, frequency shift. Feel that way, don't resist. Low and force, make you drift. We the core, we the shift. The frag frequency shift. Break your forming, yet it is split. Drop so low you can't exist. This that deep eyes, type of ballad.
Pressure stacking in layers below. Below what you know, you never could go. Go to that depth where the sound moves slow. Slow like a pulse that nobody show. Show no mercy when the baseline breathe. Breathe, get taken, you struggle to breathe. Breathe in the sub to your structure, leave. Leave what you are, you start to unweave. Wave after wave like a tectonic crack. Crack through the ground, then it echo back. Back through your spine with a subsonic attack. Attack so deep you don't react. Blackout vision when the pressure peak. Peak of the sound, make your whole mind weak. Weak get crushed when the sub speak. Speak, break through the silence speak. Breath not non-existent in subcore zone. Zone so deep it dissolve your tone. Tone get lost in the undertone. Undertone, now you're only home.
Frequency shift, no escape. You emit, low in power, infinite. We the depth, legend hate, low tech. Frequency shift, break your phone, money this bit. Drop so low you can't exist. This the deep, I'm as sick, yo, for
Cold metal, no heartbeat, only pulse. Yo. Chrome pulse break down at the grid get dented the second I hit like a piston, I never will quit not a word in the code that I spit. Metallic rhythm, I sharpen the beat get crushed under steel and repeat get fast, no room for retreat non-existent, you locked in the heat. Night cold in the flow like a blade in the night gets split when the chrome ignite every circuit with pressure so tight like a vice when I tighten the bite of the bass, leave a fracture in bone resonate with a metallic tone so heavy it hard in the zone get frozen, you standing alone. Cadence mechanical, ticking precise, slice after slice like a digital knife. Life over the rhythm, I quantify life get reduced to a pattern device malfunction, I'm causing a glitch in the system, you cannot switch get jammed when the frequency pitch hit too hard, now reality twitch.
Crow, pulse, breakdown,
Heavy metal shake ground, no heart, just be sound.
we the force, we break down. Crow, pulse, breakdown,
Locking no way out, feel that drop, black out.
this that final shut down now.
After gear, I accelerate pace so fast, I eliminate space get crushed when I step into space no longer a measurable place. Trace of the human get white from the cold turn solid like steel overload. Load up the pressure till everything fold like a structure that couldn't uphold. Shockwave ripple through concrete veins of the city now pumping the same cold pulse in a steel-born brain no longer feel no pain ain't relevant, I run the design so perfect it redefine time get locked in a mechanical line after line, I align your mind. Grit don't exist in the chrome domain of the pulse, you part of the chain of the rhythm you cannot unchain the possible, locked in a frame.
Crow, pulse, breakdown,
Heavy metal shake ground,
no heart, just be sound. We the force, we break down. Crow, pulse, breakdown,
locking no way out, feel that drop, black out.
this that final shut down now.
Break it down. Rebuild nothing. Tighten wave deconstruction, breaking the form gets split, then reform, deform. Norm gets shattered, I don't follow norm get deleted, I rewrite the norm. Parts of the pattern I scatter the parts get broken, then break into parts of the parts never go back to start get removed, now there is no start. Wave at the tight, then I crashed and divide every layer that used to collide into nothing and nothing, divide the multiply, structure collapse at a molecular rate so fast you can't calculate. State of the system, no stable state get erased, then I recreate. Cadence dismantled, it fall out of sync then to zinc before you can think get broken, I interrupt, think of the thought, then the thought get extinct. Line gets split into fragments, line of the fragment no longer a line of the time disconnected from time of the line now undefined. Time, break it down, break it top, no more form, just disrupt. Oh, will I build every shot, break tape, every judge to one part. Oh, break it down, break it strap, no peace time, no to disrupt, back piece of our piece. We abrupt, reality, interrupt. Layer on layer, I peel and erase of the layer, erase every trace of existence removed from the place not a place, displace the place. Base of the sound get removed from the base with no base, now the base misplaced meaning I displace space of the space, not a spaceless space. Frame after frame, I dismantle the frame of the frame, not the same frame. Game of the frame, I make the game of the name, I rename the name lose meaning, then meaning lose name. Same not the same, I untame the same. Pieces don't fit and they never will fit get removed from the concept of fit. Hit every unit, the split of the split, now infinite split. Yay! Every time I just start, now I'm not. This is disrupt. Yay! Need it down, credit stuff. This we ever need turn to dust. Let go. Every time I disrupt, daily time. No one's front. Piece by piece, we abrupt. Reality interrupt. Hey.
Frame. Drop. Signal. Breaking. Trend. Drop.
Black frame, audio collapse, cutting the feed gets severed to the second I lead into nothing when nothing proceed to the void with no form, no speed then I stop, then it skip with the sound when the waveform slip out the frame, then the frame start to rip every second till nothing can clip but the moment get cut in half of a beat, then a broken laugh in the static, then cut to black on black with a sound attack with a silence that louder than noise get removed, now with void on void gets tagged
react and the void get void. Void of the void, now the world destroyed. Cadence fragmented, it shatter and fall. Fall in the gap with no rhythm at all. All of the patterns collapse in a stall. Stall in the frame where the frames dissolve. Solve nothing, I unsolve the sound. Sound not found, but it still resound. Round and around in a broken surround. Surround of a system that breaking down.
Black frame collapse, cut the track, snap, no sound, just gap, fall into black. Black frame collapse, break every map, no time, no rap, all fade to black. Track webs.
Pause then play, then I cut then mute. Mute to the void, no substitute. Sub the sound with a broken root. Root get lost, now I reroute mute. Mute in the middle of every phrase. Phrase get lost in a shattered phase. Phase don't exist, just a flick of phase. Phase of a glitch in a broken haze. Breaking a line where the line should run. Run and freeze, then undone, undone. Done, not done, but it's still undone. One frame missing, then there is none. None of the beat can continue the track. Track get eaten by endless black. Back never comes, no coming back. Backspace press, now the whole thing black. Static cut deep like a silent blade. Blade of the void where the tones degrade. Fade into nothing, then nothing fade. Fade of the fade where the fade degrade.
Black frame collapse,
No return, no path, cut
the
last
in black.
Time. Skipping. Sequence. Corrupted.
Hypervoid trap sequence breaking the line. Line after before, after line out of time. Time before later, then later before. More of the less and the less of the more. Frame skip step when I step in the frame. Same but reverse, I'm ahead of the same name. After echo before it was named. Named and erased and it never became. Forward then backward, I stack the event. Event never start but it already end. End at the start then it start at the end. Bend of the timeline again and again. Again and again but it never the same. Same every second but none of the same game. With no order, reordered the game. Game never play but I still win the game. Cadence folding on top of itself. Self overlapped and it stack on the self. Self disappear but it still is the self. Self not exist but it's stuck on the self. Sequence repeating but out of the loop. Loop inside loop in the group. Group of the moments I break and regroup. Regroup the flow in the hypervoid soup. Hypervoid trap sequence. Time on with trap sequence. Time don't move, just frequency. Starters and no difference. Loop infinite existence. Hypervoid trap sequence. No control, no clear sense. Past and future inference. This that broken time sequence. Tick, no tick, but the clock still tick. Tick never stop, but it skip then stick. Stick in a point that don't exist. Quick, quick, too slow. Now slow, too quick, 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 slow, fast, or collapse in one. One in a none, then none in a one. Done, never done, but it just begun. Begun at the end with a start undone. Memory stacking in layers that glitch. Glitch on the memory, you cannot switch. Switch, get looped in the recursive switch. Switch of the switch of the switch of the switch. Which one real? None of the real. Real is fake, but the fake feel real. Feel not feel, but it's still you feel. Feel what you feel, now nothing is real. Breathe before breathe, then breath get erased. Erased in the moment before it take place. Place without place, now the space misplaced. Misplaced space in a spaceless space. Hypervoid trap sequence. Hypervoid trap sequence. No escape, just repeat it. Time alert, can't defeat it in this loop. You in it traps in them. Hypervoid trap sequence. No control, no clear sense. Past and future interference. This that broken time sentence.
Wow. In a
From the static, I take form.
Midnight static manifest, step for step in the real. Real out the noise, now the signal can feel. Feel of the form that was never revealed. Revealed in the dark where the unseen concealed. Concealed in the glitch, now I break through the veil. Veil get torn. Now the static prevail through the silence that used to entail no limit. I rewrite the scale from the unseen, now I step in the scene. Through the crack of a digital dream, not a dream. Now it fully extreme of the form that exists in between what is real and what never was real. Real get bent when I choose what is real now defined by the force that I wield in existence. I turn it to steel. Cadence material forming in space. Space now reacting the second I trace. Tracing my signal, rewriting the place of the world. Now I displace place. Space of the matter respond to my tone turn structure from unknown to known. Get replaced by a higher unknown now sits on a manifested throne. Midnight static manifest from the vault. I exist, no more hidden. I portray, really shift, can't resist. Midnight static manifest. Now I form, now I step. What was none, now the best. I am here, no break rip. Phase into matter, then matter obey. Obey the signal I send through the wave. Wave of the static that carve out the shape of existence I actively shape. Take every fragment, I bring it to whole. From the void, now I fill up the roll of the force. Now I fully control of the real now. Part of my soul, not a soul, but a signal made dense to the point it transcend every sense. Get overwhelmed, it no longer makes sense of the real now beyond any sense. Dense manifestation, I walk through the wall. Get removed, I don't see walls. All that exists now respond to the call of the signal that now overall. Touch of the sound make reality shift. Have every layer like lifting a drift of the world in a manifested drift into me. Now everything fit.
Oh.
Below zero. Subcore active. Shift initiated.
Subcore frequently shift, bending the floor. Core of the earth, start to rumble and roar. Roar in the sub, make your lungs feel sore. More than a sound, it's a physical war. War in your chest, when the low end hit so deep, make your whole frame split. Split every atom that thought it was fixed. Fix get broken, I rewrite the script. Down in the range where the humans don't hear. Here with your bones when the pressure get near the collapse when the bass appear. But I know it in every way here. Shift to the space with the waveform bend every rule that the limits depend on nothing. I break it, extend the depth with the bottom no end. Cadence heavy like tectonic slide through the layers where frequencies hide in the dark where the subs reside in the void where the lows collide. Drive that force like a seismic drive so strong make the ground come alive in the quake that I generate live from the core where the bass survive.
Subcore,
Frequency shift,
feel that white,
don't resist.
low and force,
Make you drift
with a chord,
with a shift.
subcore,
Frequency shift, break your frame, melodic split. Drop so low you can't exist. This that deep abyss and pressure stacking in layers below what you know you never could go to that depth where the sound moves slow like a pulse that nobody show no mercy when the baseline breathe get taken you struggle to breathe in the sub till your structure leave what you are you start to unweave. Wave at the wave like a tectonic crack through the ground and an echo back to your spine with a subsonic tack so deep you don't react. Blackout vision when the pressure peak of the sound make your whole mind weak get crushed when the sub speak through the silence speak. Right now existing in subcore zone so deep it dissolve your tone get lost in the undertone now your only hope.
subcore,
Frequency shift, no escape, you ain't meant. Low in power, infinite, with a depth, legit.
subcore,
Frequency shift, break your frame, hell it is split. Drop so low you can't exist. It's that deep abyss that
Cold metal. No heartbeat. Only pulse.
Chrome pulse break down, hammer the grid get into the second I hit like a piston I never will quit. Not a word in the code that I spit. Metallic rhythm I sharpen the beat get crushed under still I'm repeat get fast in the room for retreat non-existent you locked in the heat. Cold in the flow like a blade in the night gets split when the chrome ignite every circuit with pressure so tight like a vice when I tighten the bite of the bass leave a fracture in bone resonate with the metallic tone so heavy get hard in the zone get frozen you standing alone. Cadence mechanical to get precise slice after slice like a digital knife life for the rhythm I quantify life get reduced to a pattern device malfunction I'm causing a glitch in the system you cannot switch get jammed when the frequency pitch hit too hard now reality twitch.
drum pose, break down, heavy metal, shake ground, no hard J sound, we the force, break down, chrome pose, break down, lock in, no way out, feel that drop, blackout, this that final shutdown, hey!
Gear after gear I accelerate pace so fast I eliminate space get crushed when I step into space no longer a measurable place trace of the human get wiped from the code turns solid like steel overload load up the pressure till everything fold like a structure that couldn't uphold shockwave ripple through concrete veins of the city now pumping the same cold pulse in a stillborn brain no longer feel no pain irrelevant I run the design so perfect to redefine time get locked in the mechanical line after line I align your mind grit don't exist exist in the chrome domain. Domain of the pulse, you part of the chain. Chain of the rhythm, you cannot unchain. Unchain impossible, locked in the frame.
Pose,
Break down,
feel that way.
crash down,
No escape.
shut down,
This that final
break down,
chrome pose.
break down, break down,
Feel that way.
break down, break down,
No escape.
shut down, shut down.
This that final breakdown.
Neural sync. System breach. Disruption begins.
Neural base, disruption invading your brain. Lane after lane, I'm derailing the train. Train of your thoughts get erased in a frame. Frame never stable, I'm breaking the frame. Chain of the logic, I snap and distort. Distort every signal you try to report. Report never sent, I corrupt every port. Port of the system, I instantly warp. Neurons ignite when the baseline surge. Surge so strong, make your whole mind purge. Purge every memory, data converge. Converge in the void where the patterns diverge. Diverge from reality, slip into me. Me in your head, now you cannot be free. Free as illusion, I rewrite the key. Key to your system, now living in me. Cadence hyper, it never decelerate. Accelerate flow that you cannot calculate. Calculate none of the moves I generate. Generate pressure you cannot evacuate. Stacking the syllables back to back, rapid attack like a digital combat collapse. Snap of the rhythm, I overlap maps. Maps of your mind getting fully collapsed. Neural based disruption. Break your mind, no construction, no control, pure destruction. We the way, the eruption. Neural based disruption. Override your function. Feel the drive, combustion. This that final induction comes. Synapse snapping, I travel the grid. Rid of your will when the baseline hit. Hit so precise like a surgical glitch. Glitch in your system, you cannot switch. Switch no mode, you locked in place. Facing your thoughts, I replace your face. Erase yourself, now you're part of the base. Base of the system, you can't escape. Pulse in your chest, now it's sync with mine. Line after line, I can line your time. Time get bent when I redesign time. Time no longer yours, it's mine, all mine. Mindfully flooded with low end waves. Waves so deep that it mentally caves. Caves in the structure you thought you could save. Save nothing, now you behave like a slave. Breath non-existent, I'm stacking the breath. Death to the tempo, I outrun death. Left with no gap in the chest, just depth. Depth to the base like a neural abyss.
Neural based disruption. No escape, neural function. Feel that sound. Eruption. This is not music, it's domination. Duh, duh, duh. It's domination. Duh.